And then another important thing is, while we notice, we observe killing in the name of religion, terrible. Among the Muslim countries, fight between Sunni and Shia. Follow same Quran, 5-time prayer, Allah. Due to small differences and different name, fighting. Then Northern Ireland, Catholic, Protestant, killing each other. Follower of same Jesus Christ, Bible. Really terrible. Now, unfortunately, recently, Buddhist and Islam, Muslim, also now some problem in Burma and to some extent in Sri Lanka. So when we see these things, then it is really unthinkable. All major religious traditions teach us practice of love, compassion, tolerance, forgiveness, contentment, self-discipline. All major religious traditions, you see, carry these practice same. In spite of philosophical views, big differences. In spite that, as far as practice is concerned, all carry same practice. So then person who suppose practice tolerance and forgiveness, how can fight, killing each other? So sometimes it seems all major religious traditions suppose, you see, reduce or negative raw emotion. But unless you pay seriously about your belief and sincerely, then your destructive emotion, raw emotion, where? Destructive raw emotion, use religion. How bad? Suppose religion. So there's saying, medicine supposed to remove illness, pain, but medicine itself causing pain. Then what to do? Similar. Religions, different religious traditions. Of course, those religions with philosophical sort of explanation. This is supposed to build sensible human being, compassionate human being. Then that religion itself causing conflict, very bad. So then observe India. Not only modern India, but 1,000-year-old in this country, religious harmony there. Of course, due to political due to some sort of political reasons, sometimes there's some problems here and there. But basically, I think India, over 2,000 years, all major world religious traditions live together in this country. Few years ago, I was in Jodhpur. I met one Romanian. He told me he carries some research work about religious harmony in this country. He visited one Muslim village. You see, their village means at least a few thousand population must be there. So he mentioned he found in that Muslim village 3 Hindu families. No fear, completely peaceful, very friendly. I think that's India. 1,000-year-old this religious harmony. So therefore, since India is something living example, so I have full conviction we can build religious harmony because they are one country, over a billion population. Not only recently, but 1,000 years remain that way. So then we can build everywhere religious harmony. So again, you see, while I in this country meet people, learning from these sort of my Indian brothers, sisters, and I develop full conviction we can build this whole world religious harmony. We can build. So I carry two sort of work, two commitment: promotion of human value, strictly based on secular concept, and then religious harmony. These two things I fully committed. Till my death, I committed. Sometimes I'm telling some of my friends, now I'm getting older and older, but sometimes the knees create some problem, and I stand or sit there. But then I'm telling this is my friend, there's no problem. If my sort of was the khasa, my profession, sports, then I must concern about my needs. But I'm not sort of profession in that way. My profession is, whether profession or sort of my job is bala 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 bala. So even because of wheelchair, I can move, and then once settled, bala 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 bala. So no problem. So till my death, I committed promotion of secular, human values, strictly secular basis, and promotion of religious harmony. Now the theme, success and happiness, very much related with this. When I approach this place, and also on the road, I saw many huge constructions or buildings. So one way I felt, this is a sign of development, wonderful. From one corner of my mind, how much happy people who use these big buildings, and owner of the company, I think too much busy, too much stress, too much worry. So outwardly, very successful, or billionaire or millionaire, but individual case, not a very happy one. More concern, more worry, isn't it? Like that. So some of my friends in Europe and also America, I think billionaire, I think very rich. But when we sat and talked, and then gradually, you see, they telling me what they are really feeling. And a lot of worry, anxiety. As a result, unhappy person. So there are plenty of money fail to bring inner peace. So inner peace, material, money only can provide physical comfort, but not mental comfort. Mental comfort, because logically, because of the trouble here, due to emotion. You're physical, very well, but emotionally unhappy. So clearly, that unhappiness or troubled mind created by emotion. So the method to tackle that, training of emotion, right? Training of mind. Within emotion, we must find counterforce to reduce this destructive emotion. Not through material way, or injection, or surgery, or alcohol, or drugs. No. Only through training, through develop right kind of mental attitude, then these unnecessary sort of worry, unnecessary sort of stress automatically reduce. I think my whole life, at the age 16, I carried this responsibility. In meantime, new situation developed. Then, my age 76, 60 years, I fully involved about this sort of problem. Then, 2011, now I completely retired from political responsibility. Not only myself retired, but almost 4-century-old tradition, Dalai Lama institution, automatically become head of both temporal and spirituality. Now that ended, voluntarily, happily, proudly. So, my life, whole my life, during my teenage way, teenage, only worry is my lesson. My lesson, you see, because my tutor keep whips. So, out of fear at that time, I was great reluctant student. No interest to learn, only play. But out of fear, I carry my study. Except that, very happy one. My mother there, very kind mother, and my elder sister, like that. And then my surrounding people, including sweepers, very warm-hearted person, very truthful, honest. At that time, these sweepers are the best source of information. And they, when I ask, without hesitation, they tell me what's going wrong, what's religion doing, what's such sort of religious leader doing, what's such officials doing. All sort of negative information brought by these people. When I ask some officials what is the situation, they quite politely say, good. They say that. So not very reliable. These innocent people, really very honest, very truthful. So I grown up that kind of atmosphere. Then, age 16, I got this sort of responsibility. And the Tibetan people trusted me so much. They really put a lot of hope on me. But I can't do much. A lot of difficulties. But during this period, my best friend is my own mind, wisdom sight. All problem, I look at from distance, from holistic, more realistic way. On 8th centuries, one great Indian Buddhist philosopher, he expressed, when we face some problem, some tragedy, you must analyze the tragedy. If the tragedy can overcome, then no need worry, make effort. If the tragedy, no way to overcome, then no use too much worry. Just accept that. I think that's a very, very realistic advice. So when, after I took the responsibility, sometimes I express my sort of worry to my tutor. And then tutor often use advice. He recites these sort of sentences. So still I remember. So very, very helpful. So in spite of difficult circumstances, many cases helpless circumstances, because of these sort of thinking, I can keep my mind peace of mind. So therefore, I always stress, you audience and the speaker, me, no differences on the human level. We all part of 7 billion human beings. Mentally, same. Emotionally, same nature. Physically, also same nature. So you have problem, I also have problem. At the same time, I also have the sort of ability to challenge these problems. Should not become overwhelming on my mind. You also have the same potential. Only sort of thing is, you pay some attention about your own inner ability, inner potential, inner value. Including dream, always think money, 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 money. Not that way. Pay some attention about the inner value. Then your life can be a happy life. Happy does not mean no problem. Problem always there. So only thing is, the attitude, the way to look to this problem. If you develop certain way of looking, mental attitude, then this problem. Because of that, I mean, we can deal this problem without much sort of sadness or these things, helplessness, like that. So that about my talk. So now I would like to take some questions. So any questions you can put me, you can ask me. You have complete freedom. And also, I have complete freedom, whether I can answer or not, that also my freedom. Thank you.
It was so very good, very enlightening.
Thank you. Yes, how to manage question?
Questions.
Yes, okay.
Your Holiness, you described yourself as a